When our bodies, when our souls sense a threat or are in danger, what does it do? The nervous system goes into high alert, cortisol starts pumping, and adrenaline. And so your brain is on this drug, this super addictive drug that's keeping you going, moving, so that you don't sit still, so that you don't get attacked, so that you feel secure. This is what the moving about is all about. And so if I'm threatened, in danger, or fear for my life, my nervous system cannot regulate. And so this is the moment where you start to contemplate, where am I? Where am I? Am I in my divine feminine, my divine masculine, or my wounded feminine, or my wounded masculine? And what practices do I need to do to get out of that? So I'm going to backstep just a minute here. And I'm recording this because I'm doing a masterclass today, and a beautiful revelation came to me this morning as I was sitting in my robe and my cozy heated house with my coffee and sitting down to journal for the morning. That's what I do. That's my routine. And my cats are really fighting, so there's a lot of tension in the air. I've had a weird couple of days. Things are really shifting in my realities, in my perception of the realities, which is super cool. And so this is all, to me, a sign of me being called, right? Call to go deeper, the call to go inward. Sometimes that's what the call is. It's not the call to be this fantastic, amazing, President of the United States kind of call, or even a call to do anything. Sometimes you're called to be still. Sometimes you're called to go inward. And so when I say the call to balance, it's actually more about what is best for you in the moment. That is your call to balance. So I'm going to keep going here. One of the things that I brought up to my mentor the other day was about wanting more. And I couldn't define at the moment what more really was. I blurted out income, more clients, more income, more money to do what I want to do, right? Because I think that that's what it is that I want. But what I want more money to do the things I want to do and to feel more secure. The minute I wrote down to feel more secure, the light bulb went off. Because there is a part of me that does not feel safe. Otherwise, I wouldn't have this feeling. I wouldn't have this niggling feeling. So, I get to get curious about this now. Is it true? Is it even mine? I've been doing a lot of research lately around the Salem witch trials and the history of witches. Specifically, the witch wound that all women carry, most of all humans carry still. It is a very subconscious underlayer of how we behave in the world, such as being betrayed, such as being afraid to speak out, such as fear for your life, such as speaking the truth of who you really are, because women and men were persecuted and betrayed for no reason other than the fact they associated with. You know what I mean? So this is trusting in yourself that you can do what you want to do without persecution. So all of these things have been circulating in my periphery in the last several days. And so, is it true that I'm not safe right here, right now? No, it is not true. I have heat. I have water. I have my coffee. I have my beautiful soft bathrobe. And I feel really safe and secure right now. However, what does safety and security actually mean to me? I had to liquidate some assets to cover some payments, and now I don't have those assets anymore. So in the monetary way, in the societal way, in comparing myself to the rest of society, I don't feel safe because I'm not like the others. I do not have the things that they typically say mark you for success. 401k, huge investments, even consistent income rolling in, right? So I had to ask a question: what does safety, what does security mean to me? My human doesn't feel safe. My ego is putting up this warning sign. So what could I do to help my human feel safe? I'm curious. What does safety feel and look like? And so this is where I just find it so fascinating, is that we can start to connect the dots between when we feel threatened, when we don't feel safe, when we feel afraid, when we feel overwhelmed, when we feel irritated, when we're in pain of any kind, physical, emotional, mental. All of these things are literally the call of your soul to go inward, the call of your soul to understand yourself better. That's this call to balance. It's not about changing anything in your life. It's not about rearranging your whole life and, going through all these steps and going to be a monk and praying all the time and, changing your name and the way you look. That's really not what this is about. That can happen. That can definitely be a byproduct of this. But when we start to really go inward and understand ourselves, like, that is the biggest gift we could ever give ourselves. That is the biggest joy. Because now you're connecting with yourself. You're connecting with your higher spirit. You're connecting with your soul that is partnering with you, that is working to co-create this life with you on this planet. And we deny it. We refuse it all the time. Because why? Because we do not trust our intuition. We do not trust ourselves. We are constantly seeking approval outside of us. We are constantly seeking others' advice of what to do. And so when you're in pain, when you have an undesirable emotion, you got to be aware of it and want to do something about it. Instead of being in it, instead of reacting, notice and be aware of when you're in this, because this is a call. This is your higher being. This is God tapping you on the shoulder and saying, let's look at this a different way. Let's look at this a different way. Because A, the way you've been looking at it obviously isn't working, because you keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over. And B, what if you have the answers that you need? What if you have everything that you need already inside you, without going outside of yourself for advice, without being... This is going to test you, because what we've been trained to do our entire lives is to seek external validation. Go get permission to do this. Go get a doctor's note to say that it's okay. You're getting his permission for you to go do something. Because we don't trust our own bodies. We're asking permission from our loved ones, from our friends, from our families. We're begging them for love. And when you feel the need to be loved, it is simply a calling from your higher being to love yourself, to go inward. And so this is what this masterclass is about. This is what we're taking: one fear, one call, and we're going to dissect it. So I'm going to open up the mic to whoever wants to join me and bring something forward. Thank you for being here.